for that today, no.
Okay, well then there you go.
Okay. Well,
if
I'm
you're
not-
just
no, I
taking
can't
pictures,
assume.
but that's not all I'm doing. I
Okay.
need forms here. I need public
Okay.
records and complaint forms as well.
Okay.
So,
well, if you would have explained.
Maybe, but so I can't. What am I supposed to do about it? Am I supposed to like stand my ground? Am I supposed to call the cops? No, because you have every right to be on the sidewalk and say whatever you want to say, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can talk to me.
No, my business is done. Yes, sir.
No, you can talk to me.
What can I do for you?
High power.
Yes, sir.
High power.
What can I do for you?
What starts as a simple request for complaint forms turns into a full-blown surveillance operation. In Springfield, Oregon, a man enters a public building on a weekend, asks for public records, and gets met with hostility, suspicion, and eventually, what appears to be a full-on stalking mission by law enforcement. The cameras are rolling, but so are the egos. And once again, asking for accountability becomes a threat in the eyes of authority.
Hello, need some help?
no, I'm good. Appreciate it.
Sorry, Mars Police Department. Can I ask what you're doing?
Just taking some pictures and recording.
Okay. Anything of interest or reason why?
Yeah, all kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yep. The lobby open right now or no?
Kind of, sort of. If you have business, then it is, but being the weekend, we're not necessarily staffed, just have an open lobby, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. That works.
Hang on a second. Do you have business in here or not?
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you're walking in without.
You
telling
just
me
said
have
it's
business.
open.
If you have business, stay out here for
Well,
a second,
me
please.
filming in here is business.
No,
yes,
stay.
it is. What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Justin Myers. My badge number is 355. Can you hang out here for me so I can decide if you have business or not?
You don't get to decide if I have business.
I actually do.
Does everybody that comes in have to tell you what their business is?
Yes.
Well,
Before we
at
open
the door?
lobby to them, yes. That's what that's for, and that's what.
So then the
Okay.
lobby's closed. It's
I
not
said it
open.
depends. If you would have listened to what I said, it depends on if you have business or not. And so that's what I was coming out here to ask you. If you had business,
Well-
then we could accommodate that. Otherwise, no, the lobby's not or not open. Kind
Well,
of goes both ways.
Well, yeah. The lobby open right now or no?
Kind of, sort of. If you have business, then it is. But being the weekend, we're not necessarily staffed, just have an open lobby. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. That works.
Hang on a second. Do you have business in here or not?
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you're walking in. Kind of goes both ways.
Well, yeah, you're not making that clear. You say, yeah, kind of, sort of. If you got business,
Well, you're
I
not
got
explaining what you're
business,
doing.
so
Well,
I don't
taking
have to
pictures
tell
of
you
the
what
lobby.
I'm
It's not open for that today, no.
Okay, well then there you go.
Okay.
If,
Well,
if
I'm
you're
not-
just
no, I
taking
can't
pictures,
assume.
but that's not all I'm doing. I
Okay.
need forms here. I need public
Okay.
records and complaint forms as well.
Okay.
So,
well, if you would have explained that to me, then I could help explain to you what we're open for. and
again,
what not, but
you didn't
don't
make
want to
it.
give me
You didn't make
information.
it clear. I didn't know
Okay.
you guys weren't open like that.
Okay.
So if
I
you
mean-
would have said we're closed and we let people in depending on what they got going on, something like that, I wouldn't have tried to walk in. But you said, yeah, if you got business, I got business, I'm gonna go in. I'm not asking your permission.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, come on, man.
Okay.
Real simple. So can I go conduct my business or not?
What is your business?
I just told you.
Okay. What is your business?
I just told
No,
you.
didn't.
So
Well,
I don't
taking
have to
pictures
tell
of
you
the
what
lobby.
I'm
It's not open for that today, no.
Okay, well then there you go.
Okay.
If,
Well,
if
I'm
you're
not-
just
no, I
taking
can't
pictures,
assume.
but that's not all I'm doing. I
Okay.
need forms here. I need public
Okay.
records and complaint forms as well.
Okay.
So
well, if you would have explained that to me, then I could help explain to you what is.
I just told
No, you
you.
didn't.
I didn't tell you.
Okay. What is your business?
Do I need to rewind this for you?
I'm asking you right now. What is your business?
I just told you. I literally just told you.
Okay.
You don't remember? Or do you remember or not?
If you
I mean, are you being serious? I don't understand if you're being
I'm
serious.
asking you a very simple question, and if I didn't hear you correctly the first time,
I
or
gave you a
whatever
very
it is,
simple
I'm asking you-
answer.
If you want to rewind it, rewind it. I don't care.
I
I'm
gave you a
asking
very
right
simple
now.
answer. I need forms. I
What
said
kind of forms
I
do you
told
need,
you. I
sir?
specifically said all this. I need complaint forms and public record request forms. I specifically said this.
Okay.
And that's my business. So is there an issue? Like what's the hostility? I don't understand. Yelling at people, being hostile, just like, is that your typical
No,
demeanor?
because I came out and asked you if I could help you, and you didn't want to engage with me, and then you start trying to walk in.
Because you told me
and-
you're open.
No.
Come on, man. It's on recording.
If you have business, then it is, but being the weekend, we're not necessarily staffed, just have an open lobby, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
Come on, man. It's on recording. Look, if this is not your typical behavior, I would suggest that you get back to your typical behavior. Because right now, you
You
what
don't
the hell
tell
are
me
you
what I
doing?
can and can't do.
I can tell you that. Yeah, I can
No.
tell you that. Yes,
No.
I can.
So,
Yeah, I can. So
if you have business,
act
then you-
correctly, please. Okay, I even said please, and I don't have to. I could just say now, right? Act correctly, act the right way. I told you what my business is. Can I get my paperwork or not?
Absolutely.
Okay, can I go get that or not?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Holy cow, man. Jesus. People don't typically act like jerks for no reason. Where are they at? Are they out here or are they behind? You hear me,
Can I
right?
check with the counter?
Well,
If you don't want to provide me information, I'm not going to go like above and beyond to read your mind,
Yeah,
my man.
but that's not all I'm doing. I
Okay.
need forms here. I need public
Okay.
records and complaint forms as well.
Okay.
So,
Well, if-
I told you what my business is. Can I get my paperwork or not?
Absolutely.
Okay. Where are they at? Are they out here or are they behind? You hear me,
Can I
right?
check with the counter?
Well,
if you don't want to provide me information, I'm not going to go above and beyond to read your mind, my
Yeah,
man. Like, I don't
what do you
know
mean
what
read
you
my
want
mind?
to do.
I
You're
just
down here
said,
filming,
are
and
they
immediately-
out here?
Listen,
Look,
listen.
no, you
Hear me
listen.
out.
No, quiet. I just
I'm
said,
not talking.
are they out here?
Use your form to the
Yeah,
counter.
be done. That's all you had to say. Are they out here? No, at the counter. What a jerk, man. What's wrong with that guy? Let's need to get some help
Hey,
here.
my man, can you not film inside, please?
Oh, I'm gonna film. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
film
just
in
don't want
there.
you to capture any kind of private information that may or may not be up, okay? You shouldn't be able to see anything, but in abundance of caution, can you just do me that favor?
No, I'm gonna film. I mean, I yelled out on recording. You hide everything. I can give you guys a minute to do that. But the way you acted, man, I really don't even want to converse with you.
So, that's great.
all
Let
right.
me give for you so you're not wasting much of your time down here.
I've told you. So I'm just waiting for help. I mean, nobody's helping me. I don't understand why.
Well,
I mean,
they're
come on,
busy. They have
man.
other stuff going on, so.
Okay, well then we'll be with you in a minute. I mean, come on. Where's just the common sense of decency? Where is it?
It goes both ways, my man.
I've been decent the whole time. The video will show until you start snapping on me. It's pretty simple, but immediately when he yelled at me, I'm pissed off. Like, come on, man, what are you yelling at me for? How's it going? I just need to get a recording, by the way. I just need to get a couple complaint forms and a public records request form.
I don't have a complaint form, but I do have public records request.
Can you guys print one?
I don't have one to print off for you.
Well, there has to be one available, right?
Not typically, no.
Well, it's actually a law. We have to be able to file a complaint.
You can file a complaint. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I don't have a form for you to fill out.
Well, then how would I file a complaint?
You could get your name, phone number, and have somebody contact you regarding the officer that you need to file a complaint about.
Well, but I don't want to give my name and phone number. I'd rather just fill out a paper. So are you saying that there's just not a form made for this? Is that what you mean? Or
That's what I've never been shown one. So.
okay, so if I need to file a complaint, can I just like type something out and come and turn it in with like a contact email or something? Is that okay? So maybe I just wasn't understanding you.
That's okay. And then for public records request, we need this information on what you're wanting. And then depending on if it's releasable or not, we have 7 to 10 days to process that. And then there can be fees acquired.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I won't give my name though. I'll actually take it and bring it back. So we don't need a name.
I need that information, yes.
No, name and address and stuff. We don't need that for public records. It could be an anonymous records request.
No, we need it for public records releasing.
Okay, I'll look up the Oregon law, but I'm pretty sure that's untrue.
Okay.
So you don't get records here unless you give up your Fourth Amendment right, is what she's telling me. As well, you have to give your address. Like, you guys see all this information here. I'll pull it out real quick. This is what they want. They want your name, your organization, a signature, your address, city, all that stuff. Date of request, a telephone number. Like, you don't have to give any of that information to get public records. That's not the way the laws work. So. Shit, it's locked. Alright, got that. That's pretty good footage there. This is not the kind of car I want, but this will work.
You need something?
No, I'm good. Appreciate it. Just recording.
This isn't just about public records. It's about public servants forgetting who they serve. When asking for a form is treated like a crime, and filming in public triggers silent patrols, we have to ask, who's really disturbing the peace? The lesson? Always know your rights, document everything, and never let intimidation tactics replace the law. Because once silence becomes the rule, accountability dies in the shadows. What do you call it when police detain someone for using their voice, but can't even cite a law? In this video, a peaceful protester stands outside a coffee shop with nothing but a sign and a message. But instead of upholding the Constitution, officers scramble to justify their discomfort. Detained with no cause, questioned with no crime. This is what happens when free speech meets fragile egos in uniform.
Hi. Hey, good afternoon.
We just got called over here.
I figured you might.
They don't really like your sign.
I'm sure they don't. Hold on.
The reason why you're doing that?
Yeah, I'm just engaged in peaceful protest. I'm not happy with them right now, so just saying how I feel in a legal and, a healthy way.
I'm gonna get with them, but just know if they don't want your property, I have to trespass you.
I've never been on the property.
I'm just saying.
I know. If they want to, that's fine, but I've never even been on the property, so I know how to stay on the sidewalk. That's it. Yes, ma'am.
With them, and then whatever they want to do, obviously they called, so I'm sure they don't want you here for their business. Whatever reason, I don't understand what happened.
Right. Well, I hope you let them know that I have every right to be on the sidewalk here, saying how I feel.
And like I said, I'm gonna get with them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you planning on staying here a while?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. In 1966, a kid named Harlan recognized that the wearer of the jacket did not direct the message on the jacket to any particular person. So in a 5-4 vote, the Supreme Court ruled in the favor of Cohen and free speech. Yeah, I'm not happy with them right now, so I'm just...
Is it like, were you a coworker or know someone who was there, or is it just like the service you got? Or?
Yeah, a combination of things, I guess, but yeah. So right now I'm just engaged in First Amendment activities, my free speech.
No, you're not on their property.
Right. Hopefully you let them know.
So we did let them know that. So
Okay.
we can't come with this like this is a public sidewalk.
Right.
However, we do have disorderly conduct, and that's if, again, first we got called for it, but like I said, free amendment.
I mean, protesting is not like disorderly conduct unless it violates a time, place, or manner type of restriction. It's middle of the day on a public sidewalk, traditional public forum.
Correct, but in regards to the language and vulgar in a display, and it tends to offend someone.
No, that's not true. The First Amendment is meant to protect people that don't like your speech. It's to protect vulgar speech. It's to protect all of that. So it's not disorderly conduct. I could say anything. I could say F the police if I want to. I could say anything.
I know, but if no one calls on it or tells us anything, you can say as much as you want.
It's not based off of their feelings, though. I can't. It's not. That's why it's solid. It's black and white. There's no gray area when it comes to that. When it comes to free speech.
It's a public disturbance, and the disturbance if someone's offended by it.
That's subjective, though.
But it's still their right if they're disturbed by it. But
It's really not. Not in public.
If no one says anything, then at that point, you can say whatever. You can say as loud.
What if somebody said something and they were offended?
Well, then we have to find that person. But the person says, "Oh, they said it, but I'm gone. Or you're not here. I can't do anything."
Or they're here. I'm sure that she's offended by it. The person.
That's our complainant. That's the person. So
That's. I would look it up. I would talk to your supervisor first because that's completely wrong, and you'd subject yourself to a lawsuit if you were to try to charge me or make me leave based off of a disorderly conduct because of what I say. I would look into that if I were you before you make any.
You never step foot on property, so
Of course.
you're good on that, right? You're on the side property.
Absolutely.
But she does find that offensive. Okay, that's
Then
her.
that's-
She finds that offensive.
I'm so sorry.
Does call, and
This on the grind finds me if I'm offended by it. Does that mean she's?
it's a casito. It's not literally a big deal. All we're asking is she just wants you to leave. So if you're willing to leave, be about your day. Other than that, we can't issue you citations for...
You would be wrong for that. I would talk to your supervisor.
And it's my supervisor over there.
Then I would talk about that. I would look into that then if I were you. Canellis, is that how you pronounce your name, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. I would look into that because I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm not going to leave because she's offended. The whole point is for her to get a message that I'm not happy.
So you'd be okay if I go to your house and put profanity and I just stand in front of your house?
There's nothing I could do about it.
You find it offensive?
Maybe, but so. I can't. What am I supposed to do about it? Am I supposed to stand my ground? Am I supposed to call the cops? No, because you have every right to be on the sidewalk and say whatever you want to say, and you know what I'm saying.
As long as it's not offensive. Like, why do you got?
As long as it's not offensive. Because it's exactly how I feel.
Is there a reason why you feel like that?
Absolutely. It's fuck on the grind. That's how I feel.
Is it this grind or is it
Absolutely.
on the grind?
Absolutely.
Did they do something?
Absolutely. I'm not doing this for no reason.
You call maybe the higher ups to see maybe there's some misunderstanding or what happened?
No, I'm not. I would rather just tell them how I feel this way. By showing my sign. My First Amendment. I would look up fuck the draft. It's a law. It's a case law that basically solidifies the fact that you can say, pardon me?
Not all penal code. State law. Somebody finds it offensive.
No, it's not. Absolutely not.
I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm saying
No, I know.
all you guys
You're wrong about that, and I'm telling you now, you're absolutely wrong about that. But I hear what you're saying, but I highly suggest that you look into that.
So you got nothing better to do but stand outside.
Absolutely not. Do you have a problem with that? Do I have a job?
I'm just conversating with you.
Do I have a job? Do I have anything better? Okay, I'm through talking to you.
Alright, just hang tight because.
No, I'm not hanging tight. Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are detained.
Really? For what?
Yes. Disorderly conduct.
Okay, well, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and I want to speak to a lawyer before answering any questions.
Get a lawyer here. We're not going to wait for that. You can record all you want. Sir, what you got? read your sign. Kind of defeating your own purpose, don't you think? Broken sign, you're putting it toward me, and I guess.
Clock's ticking.
Getting some clarification. Said you didn't have nothing to do, so I don't think we're in a rush, right?
$2,000 a minute. That's how much I charge for unlawful detainments.
Offended of anything, so you can be out there as long as you want. So no one cares. So but, yeah, other than that, you just not like their mochos, or what happened, or you should prefer?
Am I still being detained?
You can go whenever you want. Don't talk to us if you want to.
All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. I have my own reasons to peacefully protest. That's what I'm gonna do.
I was just asking what's the reason, like, you know, like on the ground, or you just
No.
prefer some other company?
Not at all.
You don't like them?
Nope. I sure don't. I mean,
Well,
what would you think?
I'm not a big on the grind guy, anyways. I'm more of a Dutch Bros type of guy.
Right. I was gonna say tomorrow my sign's gonna be Dutch Bros is better.
Dutch Bros is better.
Yep.
Okay, but like I said, you're on a public sidewalk. Go ahead and do what you need to do.
Right on. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. If you say anything,
All right. You too.
comes up, you can always call us too if people start harassing you on that stuff.
I'll be fine. Thank you.
Okay. All right,
Appreciate
you have a
it.
good day.
You as well.
When officers don't know the law they're sworn to uphold, accountability falls on the citizen. This video is a textbook example of how ignorance in uniform becomes intimidation on the street. The lesson? Know your rights better than they do. Record everything. And when you're right, don't back down. Because silence isn't safety. It's surrender. It was a simple traffic stop. One man, one car, no seatbelt. But what followed looked more like a tactical response than a routine citation. Multiple officers were called to the scene, not for a crime in progress, but for one more head. Cameras were rolling, egos were flaring, and a conversation about registration quickly turned into a lecture about attitude and surveillance. So, what really warranted the backup?
Sir, can I help you?
Just do your job, no good.
Okay, well, you stand back over there.
I'm
You're
fine.
taking my attention away from this traffic stop. Stand back over
It's a
there.
traffic stop. I'll stand up here, but
All
I'm.
right, go over there, go somewhere, just get away from my traffic stop, okay? Because you're taking my attention off of him, and I got to be able to watch him, okay? So go back to your vehicle or stand out of my way, okay?
I'm out of your way.
Yes, you are.
Just do your job.
That's what I'm doing.
Hey, I'm here for them, not you. Bunch of bullies.
I know I got pulled over. I don't have a tag right now. Like I just bought the car. So I knew I was getting pulled over for that. He said I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. I'm like,
So they got you for no seatbelt? Yep. And they had a couple back up. They had a couple others back up. You through now? Hey, now you're through. You can talk to me now. You can talk to me.
No, my business is done. Yes, sir.
No, you can talk to me.
What can I do for you?
High power?
Yes, sir.
High power.
What can I do for you?
You need to get a better attitude at your age. You end up getting hurt.
Sir,
You're young.
I am. Yes, sir.
So you need to learn to deal with the public, because we're going to start videoing you more and more. So, I mean, you can be nicer to people.
Well, just the way of moving around in my stop, taking my focus off, man.
With a camera.
Yeah, because like I'm having to focus, see what you're doing, and I'm watching my man here on my traffic stop.
Yeah, but you need to learn to deal with the public.
Yes, sir.
Because we're going to be following y'all around watching y'all. With that attitude, you're going to get somebody hurt. We don't see that.
Okay.
That's not what we're out to do.
Okay.
So, but y'all have a good Labor Day weekend.
Take care, okay?
Y'all too. Would you run over a nail?
I don't know. Something. It's flat, I know that.
Where's your spare at? They get it. You gotta.
Well, you're young, so I know you watch YouTube, right?
Yes or no?
You watch YouTube, yeah. News in Alabama.
Yeah.
You'll be there tonight. Y'all have a good day.
When law enforcement calls for backup over a seatbelt and then lectures the public about attitude, it's clear something's upside down. This isn't about safety, it's about control. Real accountability doesn't require extra units. It requires respect, training, and the courage to be watched. The lesson? Always film, always question, and never accept intimidation as procedure.